Hey guys, welcome back to Press Start Media. I'm Archie, and in today's video, we're going to be talking about all things Spider-Man Brand New Day. With the film getting closer and closer, rumours are everywhere, and everyone's wondering where the MCU might take Spider-Man next after No Way Home. So today, we're going to break down the most likely plot lines, the comics that have been adapted from for the story, and the most likely characters to appear. So, whether you're fully caught up on the MCU or you're just excited to see Spider-Man again, let's get into the video.
So let's try to break this story down. Starting with our primary plot, we have the main villain of the film who seems to use a mind control-like ability to manipulate different people in the movie. It looks like they're leaning away from the Cosmic Phoenix storyline that we've seen multiple times in the X-Men films, and instead a street-level villain that will introduce mutants into the MCU. Leaks suggest that Sadie Sink will be undertaking the role, which will be interesting to see as she puts out one of the strongest performances in the latest Stranger Things season. So what do we know about Jean Grey? Well, she's actually one of the biggest X-Men heroes being the key word, which leads fans to believe that Marvel are doing a classic misdirection, in which they throw the fanbase off to create surprise when the actual villain is revealed. So that's about as much as we know regarding our main villain. As well as this, it seems that Sony are adapting the fan-favourite Man-Spider line of comics, in which Peter's abilities begin becoming a bit too much like a spider, including organic webbing, a mutated body that will no doubt be Marvelized into a family-friendly version, because the current adaptations are extremely graphic. Man-Spider develops acidic saliva, increased strength, and a feral mindset. So basically, Peter's going to be losing his mind. Hopefully the Hulk can sort this out for us. Speaking of Hulk, we have another plotline in which it seems Peter seeks out Mark Ruffalo's Bruce Banner in the hopes to learn about his Man-Spider symptoms. Now, all we know so far about this plotline is that Bruce warns Peter about the gadget on his wrist, and how it's the only thing keeping him from hulking out and losing all control. Then the next shot shows that the gadget is clearly not attached to him, and a very large Hulk, suspiciously resembling the original Hulk's design, attacking Spider-Man. How are they going to wrap this up is a mystery to me. We know Punisher's also going to be in this film, the length of which is currently unknown. If I had to guess, I'd say he's probably just going to turn up for a couple of fight scenes and some comedic relief, and that's about it. Then probably just make room for another Punisher spin-off down the line. MJ and Ned have of course moved on, and honestly this is probably the plot point I'm most excited for, because for the first time in the MCU we're finally getting the Spider-Man that a lot of fans have wanted from the beginning. There's no Avengers, there's no billionaire mentor Iron Man, no magic solutions, just Peter Parker completely alone. At the end of No Way Home, Peter made the decision to let everyone forget who he was, which means MJ doesn't know him, Ned doesn't know him, and to the rest of the world, Peter Parker may as well not exist. And that set this film up beautifully, because he saved the world multiple times, fought alongside the Avengers, literally helped stop villains from across the multiverse, and now he's back to living in a tiny apartment, worrying about paying rent and trying to survive day to day. That's classic Spider-Man. Spider-Man's always been his best when Peter's life is falling apart around him. And from what we've seen so far, Brand New Day looks like it's leaning heavily into that idea. And if Marvel gets this part right, it could end up being the best Spider-Man story told in the MCU so far. Now, just to list off some more villains thrown into this already massive story, we've got Tombstone, who's been confirmed through a voiceover we previously heard in the trailer, Scorpion, who is likely going to be defeated in the opening of the film just to show off some classic MCU action before diving into the story, and The Hand, a ninja crime organisation that seems to take up a decent bit of these trailers. Now, there is rumours that Matt Murdock will appear. I don't know about you guys, but to me it seems like this The Hand fight scene takes place in a prison. And where did we leave off with Matt Murdock in the Disney Plus finale? A suspiciously similar prison. So let's talk about what the film could set up. We know this movie is going to lead us right into Doomsday, ahead of December's release. As well as this, the MCU still has yet to tackle the Venom storyline, as well as Miles Morales' role in the live-action Spider-Man films. A potential end credit scene could be setting either of these storylines up, but I'm excited to see more. I don't know about you guys, but this seems like an insanely packed film that could absolutely be stretched across its own trilogy. So let me know in the comments below what you guys expect will be classically MCU rushed and wasted in this film. Subscribe for more Press Start content and leave us a like and comment about what we could improve in our future uploads.